So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I heard. And I want you to know I don't like it. It would be like being fed my own brother's brain.
Healthy brain tissue, to be precise.
Oh yeah, that makes a hell of a difference.
I noticed some tools lying around the tour vehicle. Looks like someone's been tinkering with it. Wasn't you, by any chance?
So what if it was? I need to stay sane somehow. Holding a heavy-duty screwdriver in my hand calms me down. Even if I know driving that screw-in won't change anything.
Shit, man, what happened in the workshop? I don't know. I heard something, wanted to check it. Next thing I know, I woke up on the floor. That must have been quite a scare. Hope it doesn't happen again. Yup. I will definitely have nightmares about this place, but that's life. Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant? Don't you want to live long enough to see Lena again? Was it ever really an option for you to let me see her? No. I love her more than life, but if I were ever to look her in the eye, I wouldn't want to be ashamed of myself. And this idea is shameful. Look, I know you're reluctant about talking to Lena, but isn't that what you have me for? What do you mean? Maybe I should talk to her. Actually, why not? Could make things easier. Yeah, much easier. I'll convince her to help us. Just watch me.
Hey, I notice you returned late to the base. You know that radiation at this time can be extremely dangerous for you.
Ah, you noticed. Yeah, I did stay out a little longer. But I squeezed so much more out of that outpost. And we really need it now. And I do feel kinda nauseated, but small dose of radiation ain't nothing we can't neutralize overnight.
I don't think you should go on like this.
Why not? You need me, and I want to make myself useful. So stop being so goddamn noble and take advantage of it like a proper boss.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Is that the ball from the Titan Tigers game?
That's right. I knew you'd be excited. Yeah, so many good memories linked to this one.
Yeah, they scored the last goal of the season with that ball, after everyone wrote them off. Maybe it's a sign that we can make it as well. Thanks.
So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it. They're saying it's a controversial idea. But this is not the time and place for being subtle, right? God, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Yes, Lucas?
Hi, Jan. Maxwell told me he's given you a way to help your alters. I thought I'd give you a friendly call and see how it's going. So, how's it going?
I know what to do to cure them. That's the most important thing. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, I hope you won't find me annoying, but I wanted to remind you about rubidium. I mean, I'm assuming you're planning to collect it at a more convenient time, but in case you forgot, it really is important, you know.
And you really are a pain in the ass.
Oh, think of me what you want. I won't stop caring. But I get you're busy. So, until next time, I guess.
The refinery is such a... Just say what you have to say.
Hey, I'd like a word with you.
So, did you talk to Lena? Yeah, I did. It was so strange. I mean, man, you've really grown apart. It was so hard for me to keep pretending I'm you. She seemed surprised whenever I was nice to her.
Will she help?
See, that's exactly your problem. You're not even interested in how she feels. I think she's seeing someone. Did you know about that? Do you even care?
Wow, so soon. She's not wasting any time.
You're blaming her? Well, she wouldn't be fishing around if you fought for her more. Oh, can't you just let it be? Yeah, you have no idea what really happened between us. You're just stuck in an imaginary, idealized version of my life. This is reality. Oh yeah? Good. Because now that you've invited me into your fantastic life, I've decided to make things right. Right? What the hell does that mean? I was honest with her. Like in the old days when we had no secrets from each other. I told her the truth about, us. The altering thing. What? Are you out of your mind? Do you realize what a threat you've brought upon all of us? I couldn't lie to her face like that. And guess what? She didn't drop dead. I mean, she wasn't over the moon about it, but she appreciated the honesty. I only wish I could have told her who I really am. But you didn't. Did you? No. That I didn't dare. Maybe later. I'm guessing that means she agreed to help. Yes. I sent her the MRI scans, Molly's autopsy results. She's getting her whole team together to analyze the data. I'm sure she'll get back to us with a better solution than Maxwell. No, we'll see. Anyway, I'll take it from here. What? You mean I won't be able to talk to her anymore? Maybe later, okay? You've helped a lot, but I need to get back behind the steering wheel for now. Okay. Just be kind to her. She's going through a lot too, you know.
Come and find me when you have a moment.
Another lovely day with a... What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I'd admit.
Yeah, you'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay?
Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon.
Oh, what do you mean?
My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level.
Really? How?
You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions.
Oh, shit?
Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day. Yeah, man, you're right. We can't let the method of nano particle. We can't let it disappear. So let's do something about it. Yeah, right. But what can we do about it? I want to recreate my research here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity. And you need me to grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely. Fine. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
The module needs repairing. Should I work somewhere else for now?
We'll find a solution.
Hard to crack a smile with the sense of impending doom.
In the meantime, maybe there's something we could all do to raise our spirits. Like, I don't know, bucket list?
Whatever, man.
Tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find a solution.
Evacuation functionality.
Hey, you wanted to talk?
Yeah. What the hell is going on with the miner? I mean, I get that robotic arm was supposed to make him super productive, but keeping him out there after hours is a little too much, don't you think?
Look, it worries me too, okay?
Well, then make him stop. The guy's got serious self-respect issues. Anyone can see that. I knew giving him that prosthetic would only make things worse. Now all he wants to do is prove he's top of the class. Otherwise, Daddy Jan won't love him.
He just wants to make himself useful in a difficult time. Where's the harm in that?
See, that's the problem. This obsession of his with being useful.
Well, what would you have me do?
If you really want to help him, you'll need to get to the bottom of this insecurity of his. And that looks like something only a professional head shrinker could do.
A head shrinker? You mean I'm supposed to...
Yup. Branch yourself. What else?
But what if I can't afford that right now?
I'd advise you to make the effort. But if you really can't do it, then, well, maybe even sending the miner to the contemplation room by himself could help. Mindfulness is not exactly his strongest suit, but who knows? It might be better than nothing.
That's not such a bad idea. It's just that, won't going back to all that bad shit in his life bring him down and make him lose that new zest he acquired?
He's more than just his zest. Maybe he won't work his ass off for you anymore, but he'll be a happier man. It's your call. You know where I stand.
Hey there. Time to wake up. Don't be freaked out, okay? Everything's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So, where do you think you are?
Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And not.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. You're on the mission you were supposed to depart on, but circumstances have changed, and you're someone slightly different than you think you are.
Huh. You look like me. You seem to know me well. I feel like I'm looking into a distorted mirror. Is this some kind of metaphysical experience?
On the contrary, it's all very physical.
Really?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but first I need to go through some routine questions with you. You know who you are?
Sound question. Lifetime isn't enough to find the answer.
Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role on this mission will be enough.
Okay. In that case, my name is Jan Dolsky, and I volunteered to join the crew as a physician. I passed all the tests. They told me my resume was adequate. So, what went wrong?
I'll be honest with you, a lot of things went wrong. This will sound disturbing, but my name is Jan Dolsky, too. I'm the one who went on this mission, but things got complicated and I needed help. So,
I decided to create alternative versions of myself with different memories of their lives, different skills, and you're one of them. What? Wait, does that mean, yeah, you're my alter. But my life, I was supposed to. I wanted to make amends. And you can still do that, believe me, plenty of good deeds to be done here. You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so impeccable. And my tattoo, it's gone. What happened to me? Who am I? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first to be going through this. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take your time. Try to settle in gradually. Read the mission logs. Mission logs? I'm not dead, right? This isn't it. No, man. Your life has just begun. Huh. The absurd man says yes, and his efforts will henceforth be unceasing. Come again? Oh, just, a quote that came to me from, never mind. Just get some rest.
Can I help with that? Should I help with this now?
Molly's grave. I couldn't have chosen a better place for her myself. Rest in peace, brave little sheep.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Safer evacuation. The evacuation procedure.
Lena?
I think I've got something that can help you with your alters.
Really? What is it?
I got my hands on some tech we've been using for one of our contracts. It seems it can be modified to your needs. It's a neural implant.
What? Oh, no, Lena, I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I only have the basic equipment here.
Oh, relax, okay? It's a tiny, smart device. Inserting it is no harder than vaccinating a kid. I'll send you all the necessary instructions.
Easy peasy, huh?
I missed your sarcasm. But no, it wasn't easy to crack this one. It took all night, actually. And we did our best to make it as simple as possible for you.
No, wait. We? Who's we?
I consulted a colleague. He was in charge of deploying this implant for its original use. Nobody knows this tech better than him.
What was the original use?
The client was a big company operating in the private prison sector. They tested it on convicts applying for parole. The implant didn't just track their whereabouts. It also allowed them to control them in other ways. Regulate their levels of anxiety and such. Anyway, we think we can reprogram it to provide other brain treatments. We've worked out an initial formula based on your scan results. The implant will let us apply the formula, but also allow us to react in case anything goes wrong in the future.
Hang on a second. Are you saying you want me to implant tracking devices into my alters' heads? That means the corporation is gonna find out about them and get full access to their brains. Do you realize how vulnerable it would make them?
Look, I'm starting to think this is becoming a little bit too much about your alters. You asked for a way to cure them. I did what I could. Yes, it means coming clean to the corporation, and yes, it also means giving them control. But that might actually be a good thing for you. You were never meant to command that mission. Please remember that. Don't put too much weight on your shoulders.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's gonna have to convince my alters to agree to it. It would be hard enough to convince me. I mean, imagine being left to the mercy of a soulless institution for whom you're just a massive inconvenience. A liability.
And you thought what? That you could grant them a long, happy life when you created them? They'd have to be brought to light sooner or later. You can't protect your alters from who they are. I'm sorry, but if you want to cure them, you'll have to expose them.
Maybe.
Just, please, whatever you do, don't trust Maxwell. I asked around some more, and the rumors are alarming. So I need to do some fact-checking before I share them with you. Why don't you follow the instructions I'll send you? Buy yourself time and let me get back to you, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Lena.
Good luck.
Okay. Right.
What a week, huh?
Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment. Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are. Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now. I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time. I know the exact moment. Fight on the street on our way home from school. Some thugs robbing a teenager. So, that was it. Yeah. You went after them. I didn't. Wow. I acted on an impulse. You really think that such a small thing could have changed my life so completely? It was an act of courage. That's not a small thing. Courage? Huh. I don't think so. More like thoughtlessness. I never thought about what I'd do if I caught up with them. Fight them. Luckily for me, I never did. But I guess without it, I'd have never seen an alternative to living with Mom and Dad. I'd never meet Edgar. Edgar, retired doctor, my mentor. He worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it. Sounds like a wise man. No wonder you preferred hanging around with him than with Pops. It's not that simple, but yeah. He gave me a sense of direction. Living for others. Freeing yourself from material needs and desires. Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk? No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people, us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done, prosaic tasks, repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? You're right. No escaping it in the end. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? We can stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material life has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality, Jan. Let go of our fear. What do you say? Okay. And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd like to ask you for some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse produce. Why don't you start at once? We have enough supplies for your needs. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh, my old watch. The award we got for civil bravery. It was nice that someone appreciated our sacrifice. Civil bravery? Wait, that boy at the contest. Yeah. That's when I realized how good it feels to help somebody. Thank you. I found an alternative solution to your problem. I know. The news stirred up some emotions. What are you gonna decide? It's a tough one. I don't know, really. Want my advice? If you don't know what to do, always go down the more difficult path.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
here. Should I help with this now? Come and find me when you have a moment. There's nothing more to do. Should I move there?
So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from several sources. 2 neutralizing towers, one per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. Man, we'll need to push like crazy to pull this off before the sun comes up. Right. And that's not the half of it. Once you set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this.
Evacuation functionality